into the online broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing aftershows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows. Interviewing celebrities and showrunners. And bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Hey. Welcome to another awesome episode of Bring It. This is season 2, episode 16, a whole new doll game. And if you guys didn't know, I am your host, English Cleveland, and I am welcomed and joined and pleasured to be here with my good friend and co-host,
Robin Ayers. It's so good to be back.
It is so good to be back, you guys. We were waiting for this. I don't know. It's not season 3 to come back, but like season 2, part 2.
Part 2, I think, yeah.
Yeah, part B of season 2. So we're so happy to be here. We're going to be here. You guys can catch us every single Sunday, 7 o'clock here on AFTERBUZZ TV. And we're glad to be back. Tony will be back next week too.
Yes, Tony. Y'all know Tony. He's so funny. Everybody loves Tony.
Of course.
So yeah, he'll be back next week.
Right. So let's get into this episode. So this week the girls are going to competition, Leave It on the Dance Floor in Canton, Mississippi. Mm-hmm. This season, part B, is a 3-month kind of summer slam tour. So the girls it's summertime, they're out of school, and they are going just all over and competing. And we saw in the beginning of this episode that it started off with the girls. It showed that they lost Battle Royale. So this part B portion, they need to like come with it.
Yeah, they need to kill it.
They've lost. So, we also learned, and I'm just going to go through a little bit because we're like on a crunch time this time. And we have a lot of questions that we want you guys to ask us, and you guys can answer for us, because this kind of this episode, we were questioning a lot that was going on.
Yeah.
It was the continuity was all over the place. Yeah. Would you agree?
I definitely agree.
Yeah.
I mean, we were just talking off camera like, what was that? You know, so again, maybe you guys can help us out with that. Right.
So one of the things that we were kind of speculating was we saw that Kayla, and we saw last season Kayla and Sanjay, it was their last season or last part A, whatever. Yeah. That they were graduating and that they weren't going to be a part of the dolls anymore. They were going to college, all of that. But then we see Kayla, and Miss Diana announces that she is the new assistant director of the Dancing Dolls, which congratulations, Kayla. That's like awesome. Yeah. We're so happy for you. And then Sanjay, she got a scholarship for dance. We don't know where. So that's one of the questions that I have. And then is Kayla going to go to college, or is she just pursuing being an assistant director?
Right. Very good question. Obviously, we don't know, but congratulations to the both of them, because I feel like just as long as you're moving and you're moving in a positive direction and you're moving forward, then good for you. Right. So hopefully, though, for Kayla, because you're going to need to know some of the background on how to run a business. That's what I was going to say. Yeah, I hope she does go to college, especially if you have the opportunity. But I don't know. Hey, Sanjay, let's celebrate you real quick.
Right.
For that scholarship.
You go,
I think that's
Sanjay.
awesome.
But which was kind of weird is that we did see Sanjay a part of this episode, but we didn't see any one-on-one camera time with her. But we saw her dancing, but we saw Kayla talking, and we saw her within it too. So another question is, are both girls still competing during the summer session?
Yeah. And well, in addition to, I don't think anyone said her name this entire episode,
except that she got a scholarship.
Right. But it's just like, we didn't see, okay, Sanjay in the battle stand, we didn't see anything. We didn't see, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, we didn't see the typical, like, all the girls, doing their one-on-one camera, them talking. Or we didn't see her in the dollhouse practicing.
Yeah. So, nor did we see the twins. So, I mean, we saw the twins. We just didn't hear much about them. And maybe it just wasn't about them this episode. Right. You know what I'm saying? Maybe let's wait for the next episode and we'll see. But we just definitely thought that something was up with that.
Something was wrong. Or the editing was all over. I think they tried to fix something, which goes into another question that I have that I'll ask later. So we see the DDP. They're outside again. They're causing ruckus. Same old, same old. And then Miss Diana comes out there to calm them down, and she leads them to this certain area, and they walk in, and it was like they almost went to heaven.
I think Miss Diana got the word. I mean, maybe so many people have been like, what's up with that? Because you see other shows where moms are able to sit nearby, at least, if not inside the dance room. So maybe Miss Diana was like, let me get y'all out the code.
Yeah, which is hello that she should have did last season. But it was nice of her to give them her old storage room and convert it. They have a TV. They can watch in there. They can yell at the TV.
Yes.
So good for them. So we also, another new thing. So it's like all this new stuff happening. That each week Miss Diana has decided that she's going to pick a captain instead of it being a number one captain for the team. This gives every girl the opportunity to prove themselves and step outside of the box, which I think is a great idea.
So do I.
Because everyone's hungry. They're not going to be used to, oh, well, Kayla's automatically the captain or so-and-so's automatically the captain. So I know I'm going to be in the background. Yeah. Everyone can have their opportunity to shine.
Exactly. And I think it actually makes them want to get a little bit more hungry and make them want to step it up a little bit, because if you know that you have an opportunity to battle someone else, because what I enjoyed specifically about this episode and what she's doing now, her new policy, is that she's just going to put them up one-on-one. You guys battle, and you guys are going to tell me who, you know what I'm saying? You're going to prove who's going to be the captain this week.
Right.
In addition to that, Kayla, let's get you up here. Let's see what you have to say about it. So she's training her. That's what I was talking about last Part A.
Yeah.
That's what I was talking about. Training her, like, you need to be right here with me.
Right.
Rather than throwing her to the wolves, be here with me. Let me train you. Let me hear what you have to say.
Right.
I loved that she did that.
I think it was a great idea.
Yeah.
Also, to piggyback off of that, we see Cameron and Christiana automatically. Miss Diana chose them to battle it out and have a dance off this episode to have the captain title. So we see Christiana come out, the silent killer, and murdered it.
Yeah.
It's like phenomenal to see her dance and then to see her personality, because she is quiet and she is like so soft spoken, but when she comes and dances, it's like she loses all bones in her body.
Yeah,
like it's so flexible and just so like fluid and just it's like beautiful. And then we see Cameron, which we both love Cameron.
Yes,
she's great, but this week it was very lackluster for her. What do you think?
Well, I agree. And I think even according to her own admission, she just wasn't giving everything. But I have to try to look from her position too. Like, that's my friend.
Yeah.
And they're still young.
Yeah.
You know how young girls, I mean, you remember being that age.
Of
it's
course.
like, that's my girl.
Yeah.
I don't want to go hard on my girl, you know? But especially after she saw the way Christiana brought it, she should have just, all that should have went out the window.
Right.
And she should have just, given her absolute 100. But she didn't, so.
And to coincide with what Mimi was saying, maybe because they are younger, but maybe I'm just thinking from a 27-year-old mind. If I've been working on this for 2 years, I'm not going to let because I've been working on it. Like, I have been bleeding, sweating, everything to get captain. As soon as it's like, you're giving me an option, and you still don't think that I'm worth it yet. You still am kind of second guessing it.
Yeah.
I'm going to go out there and murder it.
But here's what I wonder. I'm not saying that this is what happened, but I wonder. you know how sometimes we can get in our own way because we're actually really afraid.
Yeah.
You're afraid to get captain.
Yeah.
And like that, you know, you may have been like, yeah, I want to do it. And it may be deep down inside you really want to do it, but you know that if you go out here and kill it and you're all of a sudden captain this week, there's a lot of pressure on you.
Yeah.
So that could be.
Yeah.
You know, we don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, it's a possibility.
Well, Mimi wasn't happy about it. And so she decided, you know what? I'm going to be like all the other moms. I'm joining the team, which we have seen her, Miss Diana, never... Like, their relationship, they're actually friends. They hang out. They're cool. So we don't see the boat rocked, really.
Right.
So when Mimi, in her confessional, she was all big and bad. Like, I'm going to let her know. And when she walked in, it was like a friendship conversation.
Yeah.
Like, so what's your plan? Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
You know, and Miss Diana did tell her by the end of this summer season, she is going to choose a captain. So it's going to come. She just wants to still see it happen. And I think that goes into my next question is, last season we did see a captain competition, or part A. We saw a captain competition, and they announced, and everyone knew Tamia won captain. Tamia was the new captain of the Dancing Dolls, which I think she well deserved it. Now, with some news and gossip, we see Tamia is part... Hey.
TV News.
We could put news and gossip in the middle of the episode. Thank you. We see Tamia is now on the Purple Diamonds. And she was a Purple Diamond when she was younger. Then she became a dancing doll. And some drama between Miss Diane. I've read some comments. I know you guys tweeted me and you guys at me on Instagram trying to show me all the gossip. I still couldn't get down to the bottom of it. To me, if you want to call in, if you want to come on or whatever, girlfriend, let us know, because we have a lot of questions as far as, why aren't you a part of the dolls? Did your mom really get in an argument with Miss Diana? How is it on the Purple Diamonds? Like, what's going on? Let us know. Tweet us. You know, it's so much drama.
Wow. Like, yeah. And then, you know, and I'm glad you're sort of keeping up. And actually, guys, I have to say thank you for keeping us in the loop, because, you know, you are us.
Yeah. Yeah, both of us.
I don't know anything, but I'm just saying, like, I would love to find out what actually happened. And there's so many of us that would love to know what happened, you know, because she was on fire. She was doing her thing. And like you said, I mean, captain, whatever. And boom, all of a sudden, not anymore. So.
Right. But I do see her a lot going on tour with Sanjay and the twins and stuff. I guess different promoters have hired them to go on a dancing doll tour. So they've been all over the country pretty much all this summer doing different competitions, like small like performances and here and there, and like, you know, appearances.
Yeah, well, so, I mean, in addition to that, I would like to extend the invitation. It's only right that we put the invitation out to you, Miss Diana, to call in as well and let us know, because not only us, but so many people would like to know and the truth. And I would love to give you the opportunity to hear it from your mouth, because it's, you know, it's only right to do. So you know, give us a call.
Right. Give us a call. So let's get into the competition. So this is Christiana's first dance ever. She won the battle between her and Cameron. This is it. Like, she's it this week. This is her week. This is her first dance to ever lead. We have seen Christiana get on the floor and freeze up and freak out. So, but I think now I have enough confidence in her that she's kind of like, you know what? I own this.
She's redeemed herself.
Yeah, she's redeemed herself. So this competition, the girls are dancing against the Divas of Olive Branch, which is /Neva. The explosive dance competition, which their coach is called Sharkeisha. Beautiful name. And the dolls, the dancing dolls. Miss Diana did also mention the Stepperettes, but we never saw that. So that was another little missing piece of the episode, which is very weird. So the dolls start off, or I'm sorry, the divas start off, and they come out with this all-American like diva dance, pom-pom, trampolines, flags, baton throwers, just at like literally like a halftime show of a football game. Yes. It was creative. I think it was totally Neva. But that was it. And then we get to see this team explosive dance competition, which these girls are bigger and better. Everything's bigger and better. They're from Texas.
Yeah, they came with it.
Right. So they came totally with it. They came out with an army tank. They came out like, we're not playing any games. They came out with the fusion of hip hop, dance, funk. And I think they were high on a competition list, and the fact that we've never seen them before is really cool to be introduced to them on the first episode.
I agree. Yeah.
Then the dolls come out.
Hey.
And we see Kayla dancing. So we're like, okay, so Kayla's a part of the competition. Then we see Sanjay in the background. So we're like, okay, so they're still dancing, which is weird, but okay. But we see Christiana lead. She kills it, of course.
She did. She does.
She did a great job. I know Selena had mentioned before, like, all three of my girls are in creative, which we did see them all there.
Yeah,
so
ultimately we saw them. Yeah.
Which was okay. So we have a lot of missing pieces. If you guys can fill us in again, or Miss Diana, or whoever, you guys let us know. And so then after creative, which the dolls end up winning the creative stance, they get first place, and explosive get second
place.
We saw something different, which we've never seen before. We saw a battle off. So the dolls danced with the divas of Olive Branch, and they got eliminated. So then we see the dolls dancing with explosive, and then we see who wins out of. Did it go that way, or did it go the other way around?
It may have gone the other way around.
Okay. But we never usually see two teams battle the one, and then we usually just see 1 and 1, and then that team is who goes into the final.
Right.
So that was a little bit different to see this time. So on the stance, we see the explosive girls against the dolls. The explosive girls, Miss Diana feels like they have brought out a lot of gimmicks because they've been watching the dolls.
Yeah. Which I actually agree. I mean, listen, if you're in that realm and that's your field, you have no choice but to know who the dancing dolls are and to pay attention, because they're on the map. Right. They're certified. Right. So it's like, okay, I'm watching. I would be watching too.
And the thing is, the more the gimmicks are entertaining. Like that's what people want. People want to see the creativity, and with creativity there's always some kind of gimmick situation going on. So it's just with the territory, but whatever. So we see them going against each other. The only thing I didn't like this season, or this episode, as far as editing wise, that we saw a lot of slow motion, which I like, but then the camera kept cutting back to like interviews and stuff like that. So we really couldn't see Christiana really dance, but we saw bits and pieces. And when she did kill it. But then it was like, okay, we want to see more, which last season we got a chance to see like the whole, like everyone, like all like dancing, like actual dancing instead of cutting back and forth.
That's true, but I did like the slow motion effect.
Yeah, of course,
it was dope. I was like, oh,
like I wish some things like I did, it was in slow motion.
Yeah, I know. Like that deserved a slow motion. Yeah, yeah. I wish.
Do we have slow motion? We don't have slow motion.
We got it on our phones.
Well, we sure do have it on our phones. You're right.
Hashtag slow motion.
Right.
If you want to send us your slow motion video. Okay.
Yeah, send us your slow motion dance videos. And okay, so let's get into the final round. So the dolls win against explosive. We saw that. And the dolls against the divas, we saw something so cute. The baby comes out. I forgot her name, but she's so cute. We see Taylor.
Taylor? Okay.
Yeah, Taylor.
She's so cute.
She's so cute. She's like tumbling. So we get to see the girls do some more gymnastic moves in this battle. The girls are tumbling and they're twerking.
When I say they're twerking, listen, I was like, they can really teach me something. I mean, these young girls are out there like busting moves. But you know what I liked about seeing the tumblers? Because a lot of the times we only see the competition and we see a little bit of the rehearsals. But what goes on at that dance studio? Are they having weekly classes where it's like you're learning ballet, you're learning jazz, you're learning tumbling and gymnastics and all different kinds of things?
Right.
So I sort of got the feeling that, maybe they are learning other things other than like bucking. You get what I'm saying?
Because the only thing that I wonder about that as well, I've never, that brings up a good point, is that they compete every week. So when do they have, like, they're trying to memorize moves. When do they have time to, like, let me take a jazz class, a tap class, a tumbling class? So is this something they were naturally just in them that they've just experimented with?
Good question.
Or what is it?
Yeah.
So that's another question. This is our question episode. Question. That's the song we should have put, Destiny's Child. Question. So like I said, we did see the dolls. They won Stance. They won Creative, which was super cute. Dollywood.
Yes, Dollywood. That's such a cute flip.
Yeah, it was a cute, like, different.
And they were when I say they had those little moves going, I mean, listen, girls, if you want to come back to LA and come to the show and teach us a few moves,
please,
I'll get up on that Bollywood real quick.
Right. Please show us that.
Yeah.
And I love the costumes. Like, I like how this season, Miss Diana even mentioned, like, in the season recap, that their costumes are going to be better. They're bringing it more. So the costumes were great this episode. Miss Diana was scared like they were going to lose some costume and lose some points, but all the costumes stayed on from what I saw. So I think it was well deserved that they won first for Creative and Stance. I think it's a great way to start off the season.
Yes, I agree.
You guys let us know what you think. You guys can always go on iTunes, give us 5 stars. Let us know what you guys thought about our episode. Ask us any questions you want to ask us. And as always, it has been a pleasure of being here with you guys tonight. Again, I've missed you guys so much. You guys were hitting me up yesterday and Friday, like, the show is on. I'm like, I know. So I'm so excited to see you guys back on all of my social media. As always, you guys can find me on Twitter at English Speaks, as well as on Instagram at Pink English. I miss you guys. Can't wait to see you again. Where can they find you, Robin?
You can find me on all social media at Robin Ayers and Periscope at Robin Ayers.
You're new. Okay, Periscope. I have to get on that.
Yes.
So thank you guys for watching.
We'll see you next
week.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.